Christmas is a time when families across the globe come together to celebrate. Customs and traditions vary from country to country, but an elaborate meal is always part of the celebrations wherever you look. Today we're taking a look at the culinary treats that are dished up across the world.
Alright Nori, are we ready?
Ready for what?
The intro to the video. The explanation of what this actual video will be about.
I've already done that.
When?
Just now.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? G'day gastromites and welcome to History of a Dish, a place where we go searching high and low for the origin stories behind some of the most popular dishes from around the world today. Today we're going to continue the festive season by taking a look at how 15 different countries from around the world celebrate the Yuletide feast by taking a look at what they put on their Christmas dinner plate. And I can tell you, there's a lot of surprises and plenty of variety here. So without any further ado, let's get this trip around the world kicked off. Nori, are you ready?
Downloading data. Data complete. Iceland.
Icelanders most commonly have hangikjöt, which basically means hung meat on Christmas Eve. The meat, usually lamb, is pickled for a couple of days before being smoked using birch, willow and juniper wood, mixed with sheep dung and straw. Again, nothing will surprise me anymore. Well done to you, Iceland. The strongly flavoured meat is served with potatoes in bechamel sauce, peas and red cabbage, as well as the traditional lafaubrau, a thin, crunchy bread decorated with carved out geometric patterns. Sheep dung, huh?
Denmark.
On Christmas Eve, the Danes enjoy a substantial meal of roast pork accompanied by boiled potatoes, red cabbage and gravy, and followed by their favourite dessert, rice pudding. The dessert is served either hot or cold and is topped with almonds, cream and cherry sauce. The host hides a peeled almond in the bowl and the guest who finds it gets a present.
Mexico.
Christmas Eve or Noche Buena rings in the Christmas festivities in Mexico. Homes around the country often prepare a salad of lettuce, beets and fruits, followed by a dish of dried salted cod called bacalao. In the most popular Mexican recipe, the cod is served in a stew of tomatoes, olives and potatoes. The stew comes with various side dishes, notably romeritos navideños, a herb-like plant cooked with shrimps, potatoes and a mole sauce.
Italy.
Christmas dinners in Italy often have 7, 9, 12 or even 21 courses, all of which are symbolic numbers in Catholicism. As in the Catholic Eastern European nations, an Italian Christmas dinner follows religious traditions and excludes meat from the menu. Fish and seafood play an ever more significant role, and some families celebrate the occasion with a Festa del Sette Pesci, the Feast of the Seven Fish. Popular dishes include a bacala, dried and salted cod, vermicelli with clams or mussels, lasagna and many kinds of pasta.
Philippines.
In the Philippines, Christmas Eve is celebrated with a midnight mass followed by the Noche Buena feast. At large gatherings, Filipinos often dine on lechon, which is Spanish for roasted suckling pig. Now we're talking. Other favourites include Christmas ham and a variety of spaghetti carbonara. Whichever main course a family chooses to serve, no meal is complete without queso de bola, a ball of Edam cheese in red paraffin wax.
Germany.
Christmas dinner traditions vary largely in Germany, depending on who you ask, though roast goose is one of the most time-consuming to prepare. The bird is soaked in a brine of water, red wine, cinnamon and herbs overnight and then stuffed with apples and onions, roasted for hours and towards the end coated with honey and apricot jam. Red cabbage and potato dumplings are typically side dishes. While this does sound delicious, a lot of people opt for a no-fuss meal of sausages and potato salad.
UK, Canada, Australia and New Zealand.
Here, Christmas is all about having a roast. In the UK, the most traditional is roast turkey, though other poultry is popular too. The main dishes is served with a bunch of sides: stuffing, gravy, root vegetables, mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce. Because of the warm temperatures, people in Australia and New Zealand often serve the meats cold, have a barbecue instead, or opt for seafood.
Poland, Lithuania and Ukraine.
On Christmas Eve, the Polish, Ukrainians and Lithuanians go from fast to feast. With nightfall, families celebrate the festivities with a meal of not 1 but 12 dishes, which stand for the 12 apostles. In Catholic traditions, no red meat or poultry is consumed, but fish is allowed. The recipes vary in each country, but range from borscht, pierogi, carp and herring to braised sauerkraut, wild mushrooms and jam-filled donuts. There you go.
Ghana.
In Ghana, Christmas dinner often consists of chicken or goat stew, okra soup and rice, but the meal wouldn't be complete without the traditional fufu, a paste made of mashed cassava, plantain and water. It takes a lot of time and effort to prepare this signature dish. The ingredients are put into a large bowl and pounded with an oversized mortar until they form a smooth dough.
Sweden.
The Swedes prepare a whole range of festive foods for their Christmas Eve dinner. The smörgåsbord, julskinka, the Christmas ham, is usually the center of attention. It is first boiled, then glazed with a mix of egg, mustard and breadcrumbs and finally baked in the oven. Another favorite is lutfisk, which is dried stockfish that is soaked in water and lye for several days. The rest of the buffet table is decked out with herring salad, rye bread, gubbröra, an egg and anchovy salad, pork sausages, and much more.
Brazil.
Christmas dinner in Brazil resembles that of the UK, though it comes with an exotic twist. Roast Chester, a genetically modified super chicken, is usually at the center of the meal. The giant bird is traditionally stuffed with chestnuts and exotic fruits such as pineapple. Coastal towns often eat bacalhau. For this dish, salted and seasoned codfish is rolled into balls before being deep fried. Side dishes include rice, cabbage and salads of veggies mixed with dry fruits.
United States.
If you're expecting a roast turkey at a US Christmas dinner, you might be disappointed. With Thanksgiving happening in November, a lot of people have had enough of poultry by the time Christmas arrives and opt for a glazed ham or roast beef as a centerpiece instead. Scalloped potatoes and a Waldorf salad are added, with pumpkin pie and Christmas pudding for dessert. A well-rounded meal, as they say.
South Korea.
Even though Christians are in the minority in Asia, South Korea is an exception and celebrates Christmas with a national holiday. Potluck dinners are popular and cafes and restaurants remain open during the holidays, with a lot of families flocking to hotels and restaurants for an extensive buffet dinner. This will include all kinds of Korean specialities such as bulgogi, barbecued ribs, crab legs, sweet potato noodles, Pollock pancakes, kimchi, and popular steamed rice cakes.
South Africa.
Though they share a lot of Christmas traditions with the UK, South Africans will most likely fire up the barbecue on Christmas Day for a braai. Glazed gammon, turkey, leg of lamb and crayfish are prepared over the open fire and dished up with grilled corn, potato salad, vegetables and various sauces. The main course is often followed by either a trifle or malva pudding, a spongy and sweet Christmas pudding topped with warm custard.
Norway.
Norway's most popular Christmas Eve meal centres around rib or roast pork belly. Potatoes, sauerkraut, vegetables, gravy and lingonberry jam are popular sides. In Western Norway, mutton ribs are far more popular. Like the Danes, Norwegians love rice pudding topped with the raspberries for dessert. And there you go, around the world in 15 small chunks of lavish Christmas excess of the culinary kind. Now, be sure to join us for the next episode where we'll be taking a look at a few fun Christmas-related gourmet facts you probably didn't know about. At least I didn't, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
About what, Torbs?
Learning, Nori. Learning.
What would you like to learn about?
Never mind, just hit the off switch.
Waiting for snow, and each day I feel better.